All right, welcome Bulldog TV fans to a very special junior high edition. I'm joined by my partner, Ryan Heiser, the Godfather. We're here for a special occasion, sectional night, MSJH.
Hey, you might get them to look at you.
Big game.
Pretty special anytime our students make it to a regional sectional.
Yes, we're live. Oh boy.
Nobody told us we were going to be live.
Well, we're on camera anyway. Anyway, we play Park Forest, Michelle Obama STA. That's the School for Theater and Arts. They come down from Park Forest, Illinois. They come in with a 17-3 record. I know you're going to talk a little bit about the postseason scoring. We come in, though, Ryan, at 25-1. Impressive record, only one loss on the year to Bloomington High School. Otherwise, spotless record. It's getting packed up in here. We've got about 5:40 till tip. I expect a huge game here.
I do too, Dan.
That's better.
I got to speak to Coach Atkins a little bit about his team.
A little bit closer there.
And I was really curious. My first question to him was like, who's the standout? You go 25-1. Who is it that really stands out the most? And and he didn't know that I kind of asked him for a
Sure.
conversation. And he was very quick to point out that it's been a team effort. That he says he's got a lot of talent at the 7th grade level, a lot of kids that play fundamental basketball, and that's what's contributing to a 25-1 record.
That's impressive.
Again, maybe that's going to give us the firepower to compete against Park Forest here. Park Forest, they have two kids that are, all their kids are special, there's no question.
Sure.
But they have two that are ranked at the 7th grade level, Dan.
Yep. Didn't know they did that, Ryan, but apparently they do.
Yeah, I was
Starts
shocked.
early.
I was really shocked when they said 7th graders were ranked. Like, who has the time to watch these games and rank these kids, But
well,
I'm sure there's somebody.
Apparently, Junior Hoops Elite has that time. So if you go to Junior Hoops Elite, they have ranked a couple of these players. Talk about them.
Great. So the first player that we need to recognize is Keewan Gully.
He's going to be an issue for us.
He's ranked first in the state, so
that's something.
You got to assume that he's going to be pretty special talent out there on the floor. So
he'll be number one when we get started. Look for him, number one.
Yep. And then they've got another kid, number 2. They probably have him numbered like that for a reason. But Larry Ellis Jr., he's ranked 32 in the state. And I think he's one of their top shooters, too. So hopefully, Coach Atkins and the 7th grade boys, they have a plan in place and a solution to take this sectional to the state level.
He's coming in prepared. He does a lot of preparation. Him and Coach Baum over there, I'm sure, have watched a lot of film. And we've got our own ballers. They may not be ranked by the junior hoops, whatever, but they're certainly up to the challenge. Guys like A.J. Finellis, of course, Nathan Stabler is a force for us all year long. But you talked about the team concept. Everybody's got a role. We go 7-8 deep, is my understanding. Guys like Jackson Dancer contributing, Landon Benner, Will Bednar, and others. So looking forward to this matchup. I think it's going to be a fun night here in Mahomet. Winner goes on to state.
Yeah. So far in the postseason, Dan, Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs, they are averaging 57 points a game, and they're holding their opponents to 34.5 points a game.
Like that.
Those are some pretty good statistics there. So again, it's going to take a whole team here to compete against Park Forest, and it sounds like the boys are up for the challenge at least.
Well, it seems like a collision course. You mentioned our averages. The Park Forest, the Patriots, they're averaging 50.3 points a game in their postseason, holding opponents to 22.6. So similar numbers. It feels like a collision course is bound to happen here tonight here in Mahomet. I'm glad we're at home. I expect a full crowd, packed house. It's filling in nicely already with 2 minutes left to go. Should be fun.
So, Dan, earlier you said maybe this is like a Sweet 16
In essence, there's 16 teams left in the state IESA at this point.
And so winner advances to the state tournament.
Yep.
And there'll be 8 of them. Where's the state tournament at for the junior high boys?
I don't know if anybody – do you know – Nick can't hear us. I think it's traditionally in Bloomington, but don't quote me on that. I can find out before the night is over. But traditionally it's in Normal or Bloomington.
I've been doing
but I'm
Bulldog,
not 100% sure.
I've been doing Bulldog TV long enough to know that I don't quote you.
Yeah, very good. Let's take a break for the starting lineup. Excuse me, Star Spangled Banner. Well, that was awesome. Isaac Hansen on the saxophone always does an amazing job setting the tone for the evening. That was really cool. Starting lineups now for your Bulldogs. That's Jackson Dancer coming out. AJ Finellis. Jackson Tiefenthaler. Number 34, Nathan Stabler. And I missed number 10, Ryan Caleb Knox. All right.
This is where your duct tape comes into play, Dan.
We got to figure this one out. We got one, we got two. Number 5, Ryan. That's Wooten. And number 0, is that what that is?
I don't see a 0.
11, I'm sorry.
That's okay, Dan. You're getting old.
I'm missing one. We've got.
You might have to up your glass prescription.
Yeah. 31 is the final one. Where's my duct tape? There we go. All right. So the starters for the Patriots. We talked about him on the pregame. Kiwan Goli, he's their guard. He's going to be a problem. He's going to take the tip. Larry Ellis Jr., number 2. Number 5, Jaden Wooten. Number 11, Jakari Carter. And number 31, Jeremiah Brown. Those are your starters for the Patriots out of Park Forest, Illinois. And we're underway here. 6-minute quarters. It's a little different from the high school level we've been used to.
Yeah, you bet it is, Dan.
It's going to go quick.
Mahomet gets the tip. That's a good sign there.
Yes, sir.
But right away.
A lot of pressure.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Park Forest is applying a lot of pressure, Dan.
Yep. And a foul called. AJ having trouble, basically double teamed by their top players, number 1 and 2, Ellis and Goli.
So I got to believe that's going to be part of the game plan to come out as hot as they can and apply pressure and maybe rattle the Bulldogs here. Who got that foul, Dan? Did you see that? I'm
waiting for the board to show up. It hasn't yet. So I can tell you. It was either Ellis or Goli.
Okay. And so obviously for junior high, how did they get into foul trouble? Is it 5 fouls?
It is. It sure is. It's still 5. And that foul is going to go against Mahomet. They're not updating the board, so we'll try to do our best to keep up. But that was AJ Finellis that on the missed jumper. There's some questions amongst the coaches and the officials here early. Off to a hot start, a lot of pressure, both sides of the ball here. Bulldogs showing a 1-2-2 looking full court press here. And the Patriots are looking to just get it into their playmaker Goli and see if he can't bring it up the court. They're trying to back those cheerleaders up. It's a tight gym in here, the main gym. Very tight. Back the cheerleaders up, give those players a little extra room. Larry Ellis Jr. will inbound for Michelle Obama Park Forest, the Patriots. And here comes goalie with it. Back to Ellis.
So the Bulldogs coming out with a little bit of press here, Dan.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
We're applying the same pressure from what I can tell.
Yeah, looking like a little 1-3-1 action or 2-3. Loose 2-3. Oh, good tip from AJ. Here comes Dancer with it.
And Dancer turns the ball over.
Stolen. There's the playmaker.
Wow.
Kiwan goalie stealing a bucket.
Kiwan goalie's going to have a good game tonight.
He's active, isn't he?
Yep.
And Dancer gets caught with steps on the pressure. I think the key here is not letting them get going too quick here. Don't let them score in bunches. Relax. Breathe. This is Ellis. He's going to pop from deep. He looks for a bank. It's not open.
Ellis, he's one of their perimeter shooters. Deep threat.
Oh, you know something about banks. The bank's not open right now.
The bank is closed, that's for sure, Dan.
There's another turnover. You know, you got to get through these first couple minutes. There's a lot of nerves. They're seventh graders.
Yep.
It's the biggest crowd they've probably ever had in their life.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, you can hear the cheerleaders. You can hear the crowd. We got a packed house tonight. I mean, it's a great atmosphere.
It's awesome.
Sectional championship here, Dan, on the line.
Love it. So let these kids calm down, get into it here. Good defense up top from AJ. He's very active on that point. They get it inside. That's Brown with it. They're going to call a foul underneath. It's going to go against Jackson T. That's Tiefenthaler on the foul. It's his first. Team's third, I believe, or second. I don't know.
You sure that was on Jackson?
No, I'm not, because they're not updating our board for us. So I'm not 100% sure.
Right? I didn't see Jackson in there, but
oh goodness gracious! Goalie from three. As you're looking, goalie hit a three from the corner.
Okay.
Not even set. Threw it up there, put it in. Nice play from him. Here comes Bulldogs though. Good take.
Yep. Draws the foul
from Stabler. That's Nathan Stabler.
I like seeing that.
One of our stable forces, pun intended. Stable forces. You get it?
I do.
Okay.
I get it. I mean, it was a bad joke, but I do get it.
He's trying to bring some stability
to
the game. First one up, no good. He'll get another one. Bulldogs down 5-0. Only play 6-minute periods here in this junior high level, so 4 minutes left to go in the first.
Bulldogs really need a bucket here, Dan. We're going to have to get some points on the board.
We got to control goalie somehow, too. It's 5 points from Kiwan to 0 for Bulldogs. And there's goalie with it. Over to his playmaker, Ellis. Ellis on the floater.
So
nice
21,
up and in.
21, that's JT, is that correct? Or AJ?
AJ.
I'm sorry, AJ.
Correct.
And so Jackson Tiefenthaler.
Yep.
We're going to call him Jackson T.
We'll call him Jackson T.
Sorry, if Mom and Dad are watching, I'm sorry. We'll just screw that one up if we're not careful.
Oh, there's a great play from Jackson T.
Jackson T, baby.
Opening the hoop up for the Bulldogs, now down 7-2. And here comes Jakari Carter with it now, over to Ellis. Ellis just had that floater in the lane. Gives it to Carter. Carter with a nice little crossover and a good floater. These boys can hoop.
Yes, they can, Dan.
That's a nice play from Jakari Carter, 9-2 Patriots. And there's a turnover. Here comes the Patriots. Carter to goalie, up and in. 11-2 early. Coach needs a timeout. He's going to call it.
Hopefully Coach can rally his troops here and settle them down. I mean, I know that these kids got to be a little anxious here, Dan, and you talked about earlier having the jitters and the nerves.
Nerves are key. I mean, you got to imagine neither one of these teams probably been in an environment like this in their school career. You can't imagine, and the pressure that the Patriots are applying is really relentless, and we're having some trouble.
Yeah. They are. It's not a full court press by any stretch. After they got the tip ball there, I thought they were going to run full court press, but they just apply a lot of pressure down there in the half court.
Yep. Goalie's got 5. Ellis was 7. And Jakari Carter with the other 2 for the Patriots. That's not official scoring, by the way. That's just my brain trying to work. And Jackson T, the only 2 points for the Bulldogs. A lot of time left, though. They need to settle in, take care of the ball, get it to your playmakers, get it. See if AJ can do some work here. Gets it to Dancer. They break that press this time, but they're looking to trap. They get the steal again. Here comes goalie. He's so good. He's number 1 for a reason, Ryan. The steal in the bucket. They want to trap in the corner after we press break. We need to get the ball to the middle somehow if we can. Now AJ with it. He's got to get it across. He does. That's Caleb Knox. Ball goes
Bulldogs
out of bounds.
keep the ball. What kind of inbound play are we expecting here, Dan?
I don't know. Looks like a little cross action. We're going to get it to AJ here. He'll set it up out top. Number 21. There's Dancer with it. Looks inside. He's got a man.
That was a good pass in the inside there.
It's good offense. It's good offense. That's Jackson T. He's got all of our points. Tiefin Thaler for the Bulldogs gets 4. We're down 13-4.
So a lot of these 13 points, Dan, have come from turnovers.
There's another one on our side.
Careful with that ball handling.
Good cross from AJ, and he gets a foul.
Foul. I think that's on number 5, Dan.
You got
Jaden
it.
Wooten.
You're right. I believe that's their second or third team foul.
It'll be their 3rd team foul, Dan.
Thank you, sir. Once again, they're not keeping that on the board. They're trying to keep it a secret tonight.
Yeah, I can tell that.
So
or they're just 1 man short on that.
Well, it's hard to keep up with it. AJ, he's been a force all season long for the 7th grade team. Number 21 for your Dogs. He's at the line. He misses his first. Quentin Bell checks in for the Patriots. He replaces Jeremiah Brown. So Quentin Bell in there now for Michelle Obama, Park Forest.
So, Dan, you said this was for the theater and arts or technology and arts?
Yeah, School for Technology and Arts.
Okay.
Yep.
And did we ever discover how that translated into basketball?
No, but I feel like basketball is very artistic, especially the way some of these kids are playing right now.
Yes, very artistic. They're doing a good job.
Unbelievable.
Bulldogs pick up a foul there. That gives the Bulldogs 3 team fouls as well, Dan.
Yeah, and that one was on 34. That one's on Stabler. We'd like to see him get going offensively here. He's a big boy. He's got an advantage in the paint if we can find him offensively. There's a long 3 from Ellis Jr. He's the number 32 ranked player we talked about.
Yeah, and he's their top, not their top scorer, their top deep threat.
Yeah, definitely a shooter. He just proved it there. AJ with it. Now Stabler to the hoop. Good take, and 1.
Yes.
And the foul.
We'll take that, Dan. We need a little momentum here.
Well, we just talked about getting Nathan the ball. He's the biggest guy on the court. If we can find a way to get him the ball, we have an advantage.
Absolutely. He's making really good cuts to the basket, which is really good for Bulldogs.
Yeah, he's got some beef to him. He's tall, but he's also got a little beef. Get him in there, do some work. He misses the free throw. Rebound, though, to the Bulldogs. AJ with it, and he gets fouled. We got to be close. Well, we do keep track of the team fouls.
Yep, 14 fouls. Good. I think that one was on number 10, Quentin Bell.
All right. By the way, Logan Rayberg checks in for your Dogs. He's number 1. He replaces Stabler. Give Stabler a quick breather here probably at the end of the quarter. He'll be right back in at the second quarter, I imagine. And I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it is bonus time maybe. It is.
Okay.
So just like IHSA, they're doing the 5.
Yeah. scores table might be just a little slow updating that, Dan.
It's all right. We're all in it together.
What if you kept track on your left hand, and I took keep track on my right hand?
You want Bulldogs or you want Park Forest?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to screw it up no matter what.
Probably. Well, good fight here from the Dogs to climb back in it, though. Only down 16-7. A chance to pull within 8 here to end the quarter. 1 minute still left in this first. AJ up, no good. Rebound is to goalie. He'll bring it up. Ellis likes to shoot from anywhere on the court. Good steal, good tip. Steal goes to the Bulldogs. That's Rayberg. And he loses it, but AJ's got it. Lots of pressure.
I'm so glad we held on to that underneath the basket, Dan.
Here goes AJ to the hoop. Nice pass to Rayberg. Gets blocked. Good pass underneath.
That was a great pass underneath. That was, who was that? Number 2, Jackson Dancer.
What a great look.
Several great passes today.
Really smart play. There's a long 3. It's missed this time. Ellis with it. He's looking to pull whenever he gets it.
Yeah.
Goalie right to the hoop. That's our ball.
Well, interesting turn of events, Dan, here the last couple of minutes.
They play fast, don't they?
They do play fast. Park Forest seems a little nervous here or antsy, or maybe they're trying too hard, but they've been turning the ball over, which is good for the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs.
A little out of sorts. 16-9. Good way to close out this quarter. 20 seconds left. Coach Atkins wants the last shot here. Here comes AJ down the hoop. Down the lane, excuse me. Inside. That's Jackson T.
All right.
With the left. He's having a quarter. There's a steal from AJ. He pulls a 3. Good rebound. Jackson T. at the buzzer. Kaboom!
Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs.
How about Jackson?
Yeah.
What a way to close a quarter, Ryan. 16-13. We got a ball game.
Yeah, the boys are excited down there, Dan, and they should be.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
They just came back. I believe it was 16-4.
Yes.
And we came back here and put 11 points on the board, or 9 points on the board.
I think 9-0 run.
Yeah.
Great way to close the quarter. Yeah, they weathered the storm, so now you got to see them settle in. And they did that last minute and 13 without Nathan Stabler, who really provided a huge spark.
You know, that's what I was going to comment on, Dan. I mean, we got a chance to give Stabler a little bit of a breather. I mean, he was aggressive there in the early on in the first quarter there. And for him to come out for a couple of minutes and get a breath.
That's huge.
That's huge. So now he'll come out of the first period here with a little bit of rest.
A little rest, and he didn't pick up a foul in that last period there, or 1 minute. Again, Park Forest, Michelle Obama, STA, they come in at 17-3. I'm sure they've been tested, but we're at 25-1. Winner goes to the state final, and we'll figure out where that is at halftime. I'll look that up, Brian. But it doesn't matter unless we win tonight. So it doesn't matter for us.
Bulldogs got the tip-off, so we're going to see Park Forest with the ball.
And as we thought, Stabler is back in for your Dogs. Number 34 checks back in. He replaces Rayberg, who did a nice job.
Yeah.
For the time he was in, he had a couple good passes, a steal. Good minutes from him. So starters back in for your Bulldogs. There's Ellis. You got to watch him. He wants to shoot from anywhere on this side of the court. Bulldogs stay in the zone.
Park Forest comes out right away, Dan, with a spread offense. I mean, they've got the boys at the top of the corner, and they're really trying to spread it and maybe slow the game down a little bit here. But
there's the steal. Here comes the lefty. He's on fire.
He is on fire.
The lefty. I love my left-handers. Jackson with another bucket. Goalie the other way. No good. Rebound fought for. That's goalie. Gets his own board. He's a player.
He is a player.
Got to get a body on him.
You can tell, Dan, he's an athletic kid. And to stay with it, grab your own board and put it, or grab your own miss and put it back up.
Yeah, he wants to push the other way for sure. There's AJ with it. Kicks to Dancer. Dancer for 3. Give me that hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Jackson Dancer for 3. We're all tied up. We got a BG. Ellis with it. Scans. They're trying to get it to the middle, but we're doing a good job. They find the underneath guy. There's a block from the big boy, Stabler. Get out of my house.
You know, Dan, this is pretty awesome. I don't expect this kind of stuff
No,
from
this is
7th grade
great.
basketball. So we're seeing block shots. We're seeing them check up 3 balls.
This is fun.
And our Bulldogs here, again, I mean,
fighting.
11-0 run here. Actually, no, 11-2 run.
11-2 run, right back in it. There's Ellis from deep. He likes it there. No good. AJ with it on the long board. He's going to push. He's going to take it himself. Out of bounds. Going to stay with Mahomet. I like the aggressiveness from AJ to push the ball down the court there.
Yeah.
Maybe try to pick up a foul at the rim.
I was going to say, I wish he would have went to the basket on that particular one, Dan.
Initiate some contact.
And maybe drawn a foul, but that's okay because
trade steals there.
Yep.
Spins.
Got him on traveling.
Caught him with a step. Substitution for Mahomet. That's Rayberg's going to come back in. He's going to give Stabler another breather. I think they're trying to keep him out of trouble, maybe. Foul trouble?
That could be, but I don't know that he's drawn that many fouls.
I wish I knew. Or maybe he gets a little winded, Ryan, and they're just keeping him fresh.
Yeah.
There's a great pass underneath that's missed. The miss by number 10, Quentin Bell. Here comes Mahomet. Here comes AJ. Vanellis miss. The lefty with it. Jackson T, no good. AJ again. He's going to try to reset. He finds Dancer. Dancer with it. Underneath to Jackson T and Thaler. No good, but he's fouled.
I like that call, Dan.
Tiefenthal Thaler. I'm sorry. We're probably butchering their name, and we're sorry.
Most likely. Again, I already apologized to Mom and Dad. Just call him Jackson T.
Jackson T at the line. He has got to have at least 10 of these points.
Yeah,
I don't have it.
He's having a good game
officially.
Big body out there. He has a lot of confidence, and he seems to be sinking his shots.
Well, that's because he's left-handed, Ryan.
Is that what it is, Dan?
Lefties are just dominant to right-handers in general.
Careful how you use that word dominant.
I mean, in sports at least.
Yeah.
We're just far superior athletes.
What kind of statistics do you have on that?
I'm just going with his game tonight.
Okay,
right now.
fair enough.
Here comes goalie. He wants to push. He's going to take it all the way to the rim. It's missed. Here comes AJ with it. Good crossover. He's in the open court. Stops. Pops. Short. Good idea. Here comes Ellis now. There's a steal from Dancer.
Great job with the Bulldogs there on another steal.
All the way in. Good contest from goalie to block it. We've got some athletes out here tonight.
We do. AJ's doing a great job running the court.
Goalie with a beautiful up and under.
He looks a little winded right now, Dan. Maybe they, sub him in for Stabler and give him a breather.
Yeah, he's trying to do a lot here.
He has completely broken their press, which is great to see.
True. Now the Bulldogs reset. That's Dancer with it inside to Jackson. And that's Rayberg. He misses on the floater. Here comes Ellis the other way. He's looking for number 11. That's Carter for 3. No good. Rebound goes to the Patriots. That's Ellis again. He goes to the middle lane off his foot. Carter with it. Floater. He's good at that floater.
Yeah. He's,
he's small and mighty.
He's a little guy, Dan.
That was a beautiful shot.
But he's definitely a baller.
Also left-handed floater, by the way. The lefties are kind of taking over.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm very impressed, actually. What number is he?
Number 11, Jakari Carter. He's had a couple of them floaters in the lane. 22-18 Patriots, 2:35 left to go.
He could be the X factor here in this game.
He's got great handles. And he gets that ball to the middle of the lane and kind of breaks down our defense. Yeah, this is a good timeout for the Bulldogs. I feel like you had mentioned it. AJ looks a little winded. Need him to kind of catch his breath here. He's extremely important part of this attack for the Bulldogs because he's the one that we can trust to bring that ball up the court and break their press. So giving him a little breather is a good thing. Just got 2:30 left to go in this half, and then we can reset for the second half. He brings it up. AJ looks right. He's got some room. Out to Dancer. Stop, pop. Buckets!
Boom.
buckets for
Speaking of little and
Caleb
mighty.
Knox. Excuse me, that wasn't Dancer. That's Caleb Knox, and there's a steal. Almost. Patriots end
We
up
have
with
our
it.
own little and mighty, Dan.
Yes, sir. Caleb Knox, number 10. There's Carter. Good give inside. In and out. Rebound to AJ.
Oh!
Behind the back.
You see the behind the back?
Yeah, buddy. There's a 3-ball from Stabler. No good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be a foul on AJ. I'm not sure about that. Looked like a jump ball to me.
Yeah. I don't know, Dan. Are we allowed to question the referees' calls
I think
from
so.
up here in the stands?
I think we can question it. We just can't
probably
complain
can't
too
yell.
much.
I mean, we are on years.
Yeah, we can't yell obscenities. Well, we could, but probably wouldn't go over well.
We might get kicked out and lose our jobs.
Probably. Ellis skip pass to goalie. Goalie's going to pop a 3. Wow.
Man.
That's high-level basketball play right there.
Yep.
A little dribble, step back, pops a 3, nothing but net. Big-time player. Makes a big-time play. Here comes AJ. Number 21, he's out of bounds. Tough break.
Yeah, AJ's going to have to be careful with that there. He keeps going to that baseline, and again, a little bit of misstep or a push, he's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, they talk about that, and when you start playing basketball, you got to be careful on the baseline because it's like an extra defender. You can't get trapped down there, and that's what happened. Here's Ellis with his own floater, no good. Fight for the rebound, good board from Jackson. He kicks it to Stabler. Stabler's got some room in the lane. Good take. No good. Fight. Jackson with it. Up. In.
Got it!
The lefty strikes again. 33 looks like Larry Bird out there. Does anybody know who Larry Bird is anymore?
I know who Larry Bird is.
Okay.
I mean, if we got grandpas or grandparents sitting in the Bulldog TV audience, they know who Larry Bird is.
They know who Larry Bird is. 39 seconds left. Bulldogs down 3. The Patriots looking to take their time here, maybe looking for the last shot. No shot clock, obviously, in IESA or IHSA for that matter. So they're going to take their time here and get that last shot.
Yeah.
They're up 3.
I mean, that makes sense. That's exactly what I would do if I was coach. I would continue to wind the half down and try to make the last bucket to keep the momentum. But Bulldogs respond here. Oh, we're exchanging turnovers here.
We got time. 7
Bulldogs
seconds.
with the board.
Oh, another turnover. Here comes Ellis.
This could be costly.
That's a tough break.
Yep.
And that'll do it for the half. Ellis picks up that last 2, puts them up 5, but what a great half of basketball.
Yeah, Dan,
That
it
was
doesn't
fun.
get much better than that. I mean, it's 27-22.
Wow.
Bulldogs are down by 5 going into halftime, but hopefully they'll regroup here and have some good conversation, and Coach will get his crew motivated.
Let's take a break. Let's take a deep breath. We're going to commercial, pay some bills. We'll be back up Bulldog TV.
Thanks, folks.
The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs. At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today. Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project. FedEx Ground of Champaign is a proud sponsor of MSHS Athletics, who is committed to bringing you reliable delivery service. And they're hiring now. Visit the QR code on your screen to apply.
Growing your family, opening your own business, retiring to travel, leaving your legacy. At Busey Bank, we know there's a lot to look forward to and a lot of planning along the way. Celebrate your life's milestones by putting your money to work. Busey Bank, build wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Since 1929, Christie Clinic has been delivering quality and personalized healthcare to the East Central Illinois region. Our culture is a unique blend of core values and a united vision. Christie Clinic. We listen. We care. The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs!
Ooh, what a half. Welcome back, Bulldog TV fans. We are back. There's 2 minutes left. We've had a chance to take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I know the kids have. That was awesome half.
It's a great atmosphere here at junior high, Dan. It's a good game, or a good half at least. We're down 5, so it's 27-22. Park Forest has the lead. They're an athletic group of kids, and they play some aggressive basketball, Dan.
Put a lot of pressure, and they play fast offensively. Look for the Bulldogs maybe take a charge here and there if they can. It's easier said than done. But also they've done a great job of adjusting to Ellis, knowing that he can pull it from anywhere. I noticed they're playing him a lot deeper after he hit that long one. So
Ellis and goalie both are in the backfield there and stretching out the defense as much as possible. Bulldogs are running a zone defense, so I understand what they're doing and why.
Yeah, I think the key for them offensively is take care of the ball, obviously, but take advantage of our bigs. We've had a lot of success with Stabler and Jackson underneath.
Yeah.
Let's feed them a little bit more. Let AJ get the ball up the court and not have to do so much.
Well, I think it's going to be really important here, Dan, to Bulldogs to come out hot and heavy early. You know, when we're down by 5, with this being such an athletic run-and-gun team, we're going to have to make sure that we narrow that margin right away.
Weather the storm. They did a good job of doing that in the first quarter, bounced back, actually had us tied up 18-18 at one point. Got away from us a little bit at the end of the half. You're right. If we can weather the storm here, maybe narrow the gap, get tied up again, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, I agree, Dan.
Especially with the home court advantage.
Excited here to kick off the second half.
Yeah, what a fun game. We've done some high school games, quite a few, and we were saying at halftime that this is every bit as exciting as a high school atmosphere, if not more.
Yeah, I'm really excited and encouraged, Dan. I mean, 7th grade basketball, we're seeing a lot
of
three-pointers, seeing a lot of turnovers, behind-the-back passes, a great display of ball handling. I mean, it's just a great game all around.
It's high level. Future is bright for Bulldogs. Of course, the 8th graders are doing well. Also, they're going to play very likely in the sectional if they haven't determined that yet. I think they did. I don't remember.
Yeah, I thought I saw that they're both in the sectionals.
Yeah, I think that game is a week from today.
Yeah, do you think we'll get the call back, Dan?
Probably not. They're going to listen to us here and probably say they can do better. This is Dancer with he had a good first half. Over to Jackson. There's a 3 from Stabler. Nothing but net. A little hot sauce from Nathan.
Well, the Bulldogs did exactly what we told them we needed to come out firing, Dan.
You got to love it when you're big man. Here's a steal from AJ. AJ with the right hand.
Ba-boom, Dan.
Up and in.
Just like that, the Bulldogs tie the game, 27-27.
Let's go. Wow, what a way to start a half.
Boy, I'd really be curious what Coach Atkins told them in the locker room.
Well, it worked. And they're out of bounds.
Sure did.
He's fired up. The bench is fired up. The crowd's fired up. We've got a BG.
Let's go Bulldogs.
What a fun game. And they're going to call off the pressure a little bit here and go one-on-one here, half court, pick them up.
Well, Dan, I mean, we saw AJ breaking that press in the first half and really did well with his ball handling.
Good take.
But, you know, they're not substituting a lot, Dan.
No.
I mean, we're just not seeing that. So, you know, I'm sure that's part of the game plan action.
Coach wanted a charge there. He might have had it. Caleb Knox just shifted over just so slightly, and it's a blocking call. And they're going to call it a shooting foul.
And that was on Knox?
That was on Knox, I believe.
Okay.
I think that's on the floor. They got to be talking about this, right? Like if they're going to call that, it's on the floor.
Yeah, they're definitely having some discussions here, Dan, trying to figure out what's what.
Yeah.
So it is not a shooting foul, which
they got it
again,
right.
Favors the Bulldogs here. But one thing I was just going to mention, Dan, is in the first half, we didn't see Keewan Gully or Larry Ellis come out of the game.
No.
And that might have something to do with the reduced pressure on the press. You know, like,
well, true.
You got to keep these kids fresh for a second half. And, well, speaking of fresh,
Gully.
Yeah, Gully's pretty fresh there.
Yeah. Well, 3 of his own.
Yep. Down
but
there
you're
in the
right.
corner.
They only subbed one guy to my knowledge. They went 6 deep. Good pass underneath. Jackson turnaround jumper's good. Good play from him. He's been money all night.
Yeah, old Jackson T, he's done a good job down there in the paint.
Oh, ticky-tack foul.
Called against AJ.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Looked like he reached in a little bit to get that steal, and they call him for a foul.
Yeah, I think that's like 2 on AJ, possibly 3. I lost track of what happened in the first half as far as the fouls go, but Bulldogs have 2 team fouls here early in the third period.
Yeah, I think that was his third, but we won't know until he gets his fourth, obviously. But with these short quarters, you can gamble a little bit on the fouls. Just got to be careful. That's Ellis with it. They extend way out here. Goalie looking to drive. Turns, shoots, no good. Battle for the board, goes to goalie. They're going to call Jackson for the foul underneath. It's going to be on the floor. But Bulldogs early in foul trouble. They're going to be in the bonus here before you know it. That was a shooting foul.
Yeah, that kind of surprises me, Dan. I don't know how you call that foul. They're both fighting over a rebound.
And how do you call it a shooting foul?
Yeah, that's...
Nonetheless, they do. Goalie misses the first. The kids say the ball don't lie, so maybe that's karma.
Yeah.
We'll see. They're up 1, though, are the Patriots. It's been all goalie in the first half, and he started off with all 4 in this half. Here comes AJ.
So Bulldogs down by 2 here.
To Knox, underneath to Jackson.
Man.
He's getting mugged down
there. Fouls.
Yep. Yeah, very physical play. They're so aggressive. That time they get called, that was on 31, I believe.
Both teams very clearly know what's on the line here, Dan, and neither team willing to back down. So that was Jeremiah Brown picking up the first team foul.
Get in there, AJ!
Oh, my goodness.
From deep.
Deep three-pointer.
Okay. Stabler wants the crowd to get up and excited. He's calling for more noise. Uh-oh, Ellis with the answer. No good.
Uh-oh.
Good rebound from number 10.
How was that?
The littlest guy on the court, Caleb Knox.
Do they? I wish they had height measurements on these rosters.
Oh, that would have brought the house down. Oh, good board from Stabler. They're fighting. There's
love
Jackson
seeing
up.
the boys.
It is good!
The Bulldogs. Dan, the Bulldogs down there had three boards, offensive boards. That was huge. Picked up the foul and the points. Gives the Bulldogs a lead, 34-31 over Park Forest.
We talked about these bigs having an advantage. They just showed it there. Stabler with a board, Jackson with 2 boards, AJ working hard, and we get paid off with the foul in the bucket.
You know, Dan, I don't know if you remember in pregame, our little pregame shows, I mean, it was only like 4 minutes. We don't have a lot of time to talk there. But we talked a lot about Coach Atkins and what he had to say about his team and his players.
Yep.
And he was dead accurate. They have a good team.
No question.
And they all play good fundamental basketball.
They know their role.
Yeah, I don't know that you could say that there's 1 or 2, standouts. They're all doing incredibly well. They're all fulfilling their role on the
You're exactly
court.
right. And they understand their role. They're well coached, well prepared. Any Atkins team always is. There's a steal from goalie. He's their playmaker to Ellis. Ellis with the right hand and up and in.
Yeah.
Yep.
AJ's got to be careful going up on that defense. I mean, I know they want to, prevent points, but at the same time, we don't need him in foul trouble.
Nope. 1-point game. Bulldogs up 1, 34-33. 2:20 left to go in this quarter, the third quarter. Dancer with it. Over to Knox. Good kick out to Stabler.
Oh!
Just mishandles it. Good idea, though. Great offense.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of
Knox with a no-look pass there. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah. You can't be mad at that. Here comes the Patriots down 1. 2 minutes left. Ellis and goalie, the 2 guards up top. They get it inside. That's Wooten down low to the little guy.
Did I just see the littlest guy on the court guarding the biggest guy on the court?
Yeah, you did. There's a miss from goalie. Here comes AJ. Looks ahead. He's got options. There's a kick. He's
Stabler
good from
for
there.
3.
AJ! Give me that hot sauce, Nathan Stabler.
Bulldog basketball, Dan.
Come on. Sharing is caring, Ryan.
Sharing is definitely caring, Dan.
Wow, Stabler 2 in a row from over there. Here comes goalie to answer. That's a beautiful take. No good. He gets his own board up and in. When he goes up, we got to find a body and get him off that glass.
Absolutely, we do.
Bulldogs up 2. This is a dogfight. What a game. There's Knox to Stabler. Turns, fires, kick, dancer. No good. Stabler, board. That's a foul. No good. Jackson T with the put-in. What a series of events. Here comes goalie. Goalie's going all the way. Kick. Ellis. Drive. Kick to goalie for 3. No good.
Oh, he misses.
Here comes Stabler now the other way. He's got Jackson if he wants him. Ball's saved by Jackson.
Holy cow, Dan.
There's a foul. What great basketball.
These boys are doing a heck of a job, Dan.
What a fun team. What a fun game. They are tired as Stabler.
Yeah, you got Stabler and you got Jackson T.
Jackson T.
I mean, they're battling it out down there at the bottom.
These guys they showed up tonight, Ryan. He takes a deep breath to Stabler. Puts it up. First one's good. Bulldogs up 5. 45 seconds left to go in the third. What a BG.
Yeah, this is a really good spot for the Bulldogs, Dan. You know, they came out a half down by 5. We might be up by 5 by the end of the period.
Well, we're up 6 now. Got to keep goalie under control and watch Ellis on those threes.
Yeah, 45 seconds here left in the third period.
Here's a long 3 from Ellis.
They're showing a little bit of urgency there on the Park Forest team.
Here comes AJ. Plenty of time.
Slow down.
Up. No
Slow
good.
down, boys.
Another offensive board.
Holy
up
cow,
and under.
Jackson T.
The lefty. He's got to have like 7 offensive boards, Ryan.
Yeah.
We are winning the board battle on the offensive end. There's a foul. No. It's going to go against the Patriots.
Who was that called against, Dan? Did you see?
Was that out of bounds or was that a foul? We didn't see. We can't see. The crowd's in our way.
Yeah.
We've got a blind spot. It was either out of bounds. I don't believe it was a foul call, but I don't know for sure. Did they have 14 fouls before that?
I missed that, Dan. It's been so exciting here in the third period. I can't even keep track of the scoreboard.
This is so fun.
This is a lot of fun.
This is so fun.
So no matter what, Bulldogs get the ball back here, right?
Yes.
Or are the officials still discussing this?
It's a good.
I think somebody called timeout.
Well, while they're discussing, I think the coaches are just going to talk it over. Head coach Kevin Lawler for the Patriots huddles his team.
Yeah.
And they're talking about what the call is. I'm still not sure what's going on here. Sorry at home. Doesn't matter. Bulldog basketball, that's what's happening.
I don't know if you happen to notice, but little Caleb Knox was out there arguing with the officials. They kind of got a kick out of that one.
He's mighty. 15 seconds. Bulldogs will work for 1 here. AJ pops. The 3 is off. Board. Another O board. Up from Jackson. Short. Another O board. It's going to be brought down this time from the Patriots. 2, 1. And they run out of time.
Wow.
What a quarter.
Wow.
What a quarter.
43-35, Dan.
Bulldogs up 8. They're down 5 coming into the quarter.
Yeah, this is a great atmosphere to be in.
Wow.
I mean, here we are at a home playoff game. Or I guess not playoff game, but
sectionals.
Sectionals.
Winner on to state.
Winner advances to state, Dan.
This is awesome.
So a big half here, a lot on the line. Now, you made a promise earlier in the show that you said you were going to take a look at where we're going to play. Dan, did you ever figure that one out?
No, we're on the same page, okay? So I'm looking right now.
I'm going to give you a little extra time to figure that out.
Yep, I'm looking right now. The state tournament series. I'm bringing it up, excuse me. And you're going to have to fill some time because I got to do some more homework on that. Okay, I got it. It's coming right up. It's going to be at 7. Class 4A will be at Normal Kinsley. So just around the corner, 40-minute drive for us Bulldog fans, but we've got a whole quarter to win. But the winner tonight goes to play state, and that is at Normal Kinsley.
Okay.
February 3rd and 8th. 3rd and 8th. Okay, so we got to get to February 3rd, hopefully. That's Saturday.
Okay.
But we've got 6 minutes.
Yeah, let's just finish the tonight out here.
Yeah, this game has been a game of streaks.
Yeah, there's no point in counting our chickens before they're hatched, Dan.
Yep. You know that they have a run in them.
Yeah, they have a run. They have athleticism. They've got a couple of great shooters. You know, we still have a ball game on our hands.
We've got a game. Ellis with it. He likes to shoot that three. Goalie's going to drive. He's looking to do it. Tip pass inside. Ellis now ends up with it. Good dribbling. Gets to his spot. Pulls, no good. Rebound to goalie. Goalie, no good. He's fighting for the board. Loose ball on the court. Jump ball. Good hustle from Jackson.
Yeah. Good hustle and Stabler, too.
That goalie, he goes after the offensive boards, doesn't he?
He does. He needs to.
Tough.
They show a little bit of urgency here, but I'm curious what Atkins is going to do here in this fourth period. I hope they stay aggressive and they stay after it.
I think you got to right here. That's an
too.
aggressive shot. AJ with some hot sauce.
AJ.
They're going to be aggressive, Ryan.
And that's what we need, Dan. So many times you see teams having the lead and they try to manage the clock and hold on to that lead.
Go for it, and they're going to go for it here. Up to the right, no good. Stabler just misses. Here comes Ellis. Ellis's numbers. He's going all the way to the hoop. Up and in. Ellis for two. 46-37 Dogs. And the Bulldogs will look to break the press provided by the Patriots. Dancer with it. Oh, he's got
AJ wide
in
open.
the corner. And just missed it. Here comes
Stabler with the board.
down the middle. Might have got fouled. Nothing called. Jackson with the loose ball. To AJ. He goes to the hoop. Up and under. No good. But he's fouled.
Yeah, he gets draws two and going to the line here, Dan.
Holy cow, what a game.
Yep. That was number 10, Quentin Bell. I mean, I know I've seen his number called several times. He's got to have 3 or 4 fouls in it.
You asked the question, are we going to try to manage the clock or be aggressive? I think you know the answer.
Yeah, I love it. I love the game plan. I love the call. You know, you got to keep applying the pressure. You got to keep going to the hoop.
That's what got us here.
We got to play basketball.
That's what got us to the spot. Playing aggressive, and the three-pointers have been huge for the Bulldogs in the second half. A couple from Stabler, at least one from AJ. There's another O board, but it comes out of the hands. Here comes Ellis now. Ellis looking for his buddy goalie, going to set it up against that 1-2-2 press. There's a attempted steal. Deep three from goalie. He's got it.
Goalie says, I'm not going home quietly.
Nope. Down 6 are the Patriots. Here's Jackson with it. He's in the corner. Got to get out of there.
So, I mean, Jackson T did a good job, but I don't think he's the one you want bringing the ball up.
Nope, but you like him in that spot.
I sure do. I love him down in the paint. At least this game, he's been money.
Mismatch. There's a steal.
Ooh.
Almost. Here comes goalie. He's going to look to score. He shoots a 3, and it's good.
Man.
This kid is legit.
Yeah, he is. That looked smooth, Dan. I mean, it passed through the rim with nothing but net.
Bulldogs up 5, 3:40 left. Jackson with it. In a little bit of traffic. Gets a timeout. Good timeout from Atkins.
Yeah.
He sensed some trouble there. Great timeout.
Yep. Let the kids regroup here. How many timeouts do they get here at the junior high level? 5 for half?
Yeah, but they're not keeping track of it up there.
Okay.
But they get 5 for the game.
Well, how do they expect us to efficiently call the game if they're not going to keep track on the scoreboard?
I don't know. We need a scorekeeper, apparently.
Yeah. We're going to have to hire a statistician or something.
I do know they get 5 for the game. I want to say we've used 2. I'm only guessing.
Yeah.
I think we have 3 remaining.
Well,
3:34 left.
Dan, I'm looking at the streaming options here, and we got 216 viewers.
Welcome.
And we've had 462 people tune in and out here for some sectional madness here with Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs.
They're getting an absolute treat tonight.
They sure are.
This is grade A, high level, 7th grade basketball. Inbound to Jackson. Over to Knox. Knox with some good dribbling. Stabler looks to drive. He's got his spot. Boom! Really good take from Stabler.
Comes in big time there.
Oh, a little ticky-tack. Good aggressive play from AJ.
The problem there with AJ there, is that a foul on him or is it just out of bounds?
It's a foul.
So is that, we don't know. That's either 3 or 4 for AJ.
It must be 3. Otherwise, you got to think that coach is going to sub him here with 3:20 left.
Well, I don't know if you're going to do that.
I don't know.
AJ's been a huge part of the team's success.
He's instrumental.
He's been breaking the press. He's been playing some great defense and getting some steals.
He's the key to this offensive front and defensive front. He's on the front of both ends. There's a little loose ball, but no problem for Knox, and he gets fouled. Caleb Knox, he's a gritty little guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
The crowd reminding them they can't do that. Good student section tonight for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes left. It's winning time. Dancer with it. Crosses over. There's a turnover. Here comes goalie.
Goalie's wanting that.
Yep. Mismatch there. He
Goalie
takes advantage. Bulldogs with a 3-point lead.
So I don't think anybody in Park Forest is really in foul trouble yet, Dan.
Well, there's number 5 with a foul.
Yeah.
That foul's on Wooten. Good job from Stabler to force a foul there, get himself to a line. It's not going to be a shooting foul. No, I don't think
it's not a shooting foul, Dan. I'm surprised.
I am too.
I mean, it looked like he was pretty much underneath the basket ready to go up with it. But Park Forest takes a timeout.
Yep. Head coach Kevin Lawler calls his timeout. I want to say it's their first timeout, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't either. And again, speaking of not knowing for sure, you look at the scoreboard here, and the Bulldogs have 3 team fouls here in the fourth period, and Park Forest only has 1.
Yep.
So at the end of these ball games, fouls play a critical part in this.
Absolutely. If we can play the next minute 42 up and guard that 5-point lead, if we can be up 5, then it comes down to foul shots.
Yeah.
So the goal here is take care of the ball, stay aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we need to worry about saving the clock at this point. Just stay aggressive.
I don't think you can, Dan. It's really easy for them to score 5 points.
They've proven it.
I think we have to continue to attack the basket and hopefully be efficient with our shots.
Well, we've seen it this whole second half. Jackson and Nathan have been a powerhouse underneath on the O boards and getting conversions. So like to see that. Just keep taking care of the ball. The Dogs guards are doing such a great job of taking care of that ball, gets the pressure. And Coach Atkins has something drawn up on this inbounds play that they've done a million times. Let's see if they can execute it. Fatigue maybe starting to set in a little bit. Good post from Jackson.
Wow. Did you see? Jackson T muscled that in.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That's a grown man move. That's a grown-up move from Jackson. Ellis looking now. He might get a little desperate from 3. Goalie's looking to score at all times. He's going to pop it. Ellis, no good.
Yeah, Ellis doesn't have the same hot streak as goalie's got going on right now.
Got to get him off the boards.
But goalie's been tough to manage, and he keeps scoring.
There's Knox with it. Out to Dancer. Dancer over to Stabler. He's got some room. There's a block from the playmaker, goalie. He's going to look to score for sure. Look for a charge here.
Oh, please tell me they're going to call that.
Oh. Good effort.
Yeah, that goes against the Bulldogs. I mean, I get it. He moved his feet a little bit, but
yeah.
What's the size differential there on that one?
Oh, man.
Goodness gracious.
This goalie is showing us why he's number 1 in the state. He's
Goalie,
doing everything for them.
Yeah, he's athletic and he's very talented, Dan. He's doing a great job.
He is a baller, and he is doing it all for them right now, keeping them in the game. 1:55 left, 5-point lead for the Dogs. There's Carter over to Ellis now.
I think Ellis wants to pop that.
Well, he's
been thinking about it.
I don't think he'd pop it from anywhere. Goalie up, no good. Fight for the board, goes to the little guy. Knox? Oh, that's tough.
They called Knox on traveling.
That's tough. He didn't have possession of it yet. That's a tough break for the Bulldogs nonetheless. 138. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty.
We sure are here, Dan.
Just contain goalie. He's going to want to get to the hoop. There's a 3.
Wow.
He's unreal.
I don't think this kid can miss.
I've never seen anything like it, Ryan.
I don't either. The lead's now down to 2. Bulldogs up by 2.
He's trying to will this win for them.
It is anybody's ball game.
Yep, Bulldogs up 2. Here's Jackson. He drives. It's blocked, but it's a foul.
Yep.
It'll go on
Shooting
number
foul.
31, Jeremiah Brown. 1:19 left. Literally, Kewan goalie is absolutely trying to will his team to the win. I mean, what a performance from him.
Absolutely. So we talked about how free throws are going to play an important part of this game. Jackson T right out the line.
He's got 2 of them. It's all right. He's got 2 of them.
Yep, misses his first one.
And they go 6 deep. That's Quentin Bell, the only other guy that's checked in for them all night for Park Forest is Bell. He's in now. 1:19 left.
Big shot right here for Jackson T.
Yep, makes it a.
Just
comes
short.
up short. There's almost an O board. Here comes Ellis. Looking for his partner goalie. Good defense. They're going to face guard him now here, Ryan.
Yeah, that's about all you can do, Dan. I mean, they could put 2 guys on him, and but they're letting him.
Oh!
He's having his way down there.
Yeah, he got a little rough there with Knox. I thought maybe Knox was going to earn the O foul. It goes their way. Goalie looking to tie this game up. All of a sudden, 1:04 left in this game.
Well, again, goalie really hasn't missed yet this game, Dan, so there's a good chance he's going to put 2 in. If he puts them both in, that's a tie ball game.
Love this atmosphere.
Yeah.
Coach imploring them to box out on this second shot. This is the first one, and it's no good.
Oh!
Coach is imploring them to box out. He's asking Coach Baum how many timeouts he's got, and he's going to take one, try to ice.
You bet him.
That's smart.
Ice him out a little bit. He's clearly a little frustrated there on that first miss. And the crowd's got to be, in on this, and he's got to be a little winded as well. But
how can he not be?
Again, you've got a good athlete. I got to believe he's played all season long, Dan. We got a minute left here.
1 minute, 4 seconds. Kewan goalie absolutely putting the Patriots on his back, but the Bulldogs have been up to the challenge every single time.
Yeah.
So here's what they're talking about. Get the rebound, number 1. Take care of the ball, number 2.
Yep.
Find AJ. He'll take care of the ball up the court and just do your thing. Make your free throws. Let's go to state.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
I was going to say, you made it sound really easy, Dan.
Easier said than done.
But all these boys, they're excited. They're running around crazy.
I love it. The energy in this house is so fun.
Yeah.
Been a while since we've been part of an energetic
home crowd
atmosphere.
has definitely showed up.
You got to imagine they're going to get loud on this free throw.
Yeah.
Goalie to the line. I wish we had live stats because he's got to have 30 points.
He's
got to have 30 of the
game.
50.
But we expected that, again,
we did. He's number one in the state.
Yeah.
Well, the crowd's going to get excited. We got a box out here. Bulldogs up 2. Goalie puts it up. It's in. 1 point lead for the Dogs.
He's got that one.
There's Stabler with it.
Park Forest playing some very aggressive.
There's AJ for 3.
AJ wants that 3.
He gets his own board, though. Another offensive board. That's a problem. Goalie with it. Up. And it's good.
And he draws the foul.
What a play. The steal, the foul, up and in. Goalie to the line. Oh, boy. That takes a little bit of wind out of the sails, but this game is far from over. Patriots up 1. Goalie going to the line, 50 seconds left.
Dan, this is where you see a lot of times the best player on the court taking over. Last 49 seconds. Let's see if goalie can keep it together here.
Get aboard, Dogs. Get aboard. We're okay. Looks like Coach wants a timeout for the Patriots. What are they going to call here? Something happened. They're not going to award him a free throw. I don't know what happened there.
I really don't know what happened there, but Coach calls a timeout on the Bulldog sideline.
So Coach
Ashkins, but
I believe Coach for the Patriots attempted to call a timeout at the free throw line. They had already given the ball to the player, and I think that's a violation. I'm just guessing based on the events that went down. Once the player receives the ball at the free throw line, you can't get a timeout. And I think he attempted to call a timeout on the floor.
Yeah,
but
so he loses the free throw?
I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right, set it up. What do you do here? You're down 1, 50 seconds left.
Wow, Dan, this is the reason why I don't coach basketball.
Do you play for one, or do you stay aggressive here?
I think you have to stay aggressive. But I think you need to go for a high percentage shot.
Yeah.
I think you need to take the ball to the basket. You know, I know that these boys, you know, see everybody popping 3-pointers at the college and pro levels, but right now we just need 2.
Need 2 points.
Yeah.
Need 2 points, and I think you're right. I don't know that we can handle that pressure to stay for a last shot.
Yeah.
They apply so much pressure. I don't think we can hold it for 40 seconds. So you got to play your game here. They will full court press. AJ gets it. He's got plenty of room now. 45 seconds left on the clock. There's a tough pass.
Oh, my goodness.
Loose.
Get on that ball, boys.
Here comes goalie. He's going to look to score. Up and in.
Goalie gets it.
Goalie gets it. Now down 3. Stabler with it. Kicks it. Goalie, another steal. He's taken over this game. He's going to go in. He's up. He's in. He's just taken over.
Yeah.
It's the goalie show.
It is goalie show. You got to give Kiwan credit. He's done a great job here.
18 seconds, 14
You're
now.
down by 5.
They got to find a 3.
There's a lot of urgency here.
There's AJ from 3. No good. 5, 4. That's going to do it. 3. Wow. What a heartbreaker.
Yeah. What an amazing turn of events, Dan, the last minute and 30 seconds there.
Oh, my goodness.
Kiwan goalie really took over the game, and he did a great job.
Well, he just
Good
made
for
a
them.
name for himself. He already had a name for himself, but he just added to his legacy.
Yep.
In a short amount of time. The 7th grader just took over the game in the second half.
Yeah.
Especially in the last minute.
Yep. Well,
man, you got to give the Bulldogs all kinds of credit. What an amazing performance.
Really impressed with the Bulldogs, Dan. I mean, again, we talked about this being a whole team effort. I mean, AJ out there on the perimeter, breaking the press, great passes. Stabler taking the ball to the basket.
Awesome.
Jackson T in the paint. You know, you had Knox and Dancer, you know, making steals and making plays, and really everybody played some fundamental basketball. So good job, Bulldogs.
Oh, man, it was awesome. There's nothing to hang your head on this performance. I mean, wow. What a game.
Yep.
What a game. Kudos to a great season. They end their season, the Bulldogs, 25-2, Ryan. Can't ask for better. You know they're going to be back next year. Stronger, better, bigger than ever. Great performance. Great year for the Bulldogs. Again, can't hang your head on that.
No.
That's just a high-quality game. Give those kids a lot of credit, and can't wait to see them grow up.
Yep.
Get better and better.
Well, folks at home, thanks for tuning in to Bulldog TV. I think Dan and I are out.
Have a great night.
I'd like to congratulate both teams on the phenomenal sectional championship matchup. Congratulations to Coach Atkins and the Bulldogs on a tremendous season. They finished 20.